Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our preview of round 14. And the AFL, in their infinite wisdom, has granted 4 more teams a bye this week. Collingwood, Gold Coast Suns, Richmond and the Sydney Swans have all got byes.
It's not a bad thing that Gold Coast and Sydney got byes because they'll...
Well, after the round of footy we had.
Far out. I'm just spewing Collingwood's not playing. Honestly, like out of all of them,
True.
Even though Sydney won, but they were ugly too. But anyway,
so before we start, we need to take a look at the last 2 games of round 13.
it's only 2 of us, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I know.
The other chap was unavailable today.
Due to prior commitments.
Correct.
Prior engagement.
Prior engagement. That's the word. So just the 2 of us for the.
Just the 2 of us, and Grover at Washington and Bill Weathers sang it. Because remember last time there was 2 of us? We said there was only you said one and I said the other. It's actually both of them.
Collaboration.
Yeah, which is interesting. But anyway, all right, let's get on to the game.
Sunday, 7:20 p.m, Melbourne Cricket Ground. Carlton 11-12-78. Essendon 11-4-70. Thoughts?
I'm disappointed in Carlton.
Oh, let me tell you.
38 points up. And almost... and let's be honest, Essendon could have won that game.
I agree in the last quarter.
There's no doubt in my mind that had they just had a bit of luck, they could have won that game.
Look...
Well, they got that stupid decision with Nick Martin going across the... Remember they got the goal?
Oh, yeah, Carlton got the goal. Yep.
I thought that was ridiculous.
There was a few iffy, silly decisions that were just over-umpired.
Yeah.
But that goes in every game.
Yeah, that goes in every game. I mean, I'm not saying... But when I'm saying, like, if they had a bit of luck, like, those little things, a bit of luck here and there.
The bottom line is, the Carlton gave them a 38-point start. It's going to be hard to get that back. It wasn't the worst conditions, but it wasn't the conditions were good in the end. But what I'm saying is it's always going to be hard to track that back.
And like we said the last round, Hawthorn have kicked the sweep so far. And it still continues. 81 points.
That's incredible.
In round 13 has been the highest score so far. And there's still Collingwood and Melbourne to come.
Correct.
But, the worst round of football ever.
Oh, yeah,
it's horrendous.
Everyone lost their minds on it.
Mate, but Carlton, all I want to say about Carlton is, remember there was talk, they're going to go away, they'll figure some stuff out. They figured nothing out. Nothing changed with the way they played. Everything's hard. Every goal they scored is too hard.
I've harped on this. I'm not saying all the Carlton players. A lot of Carlton players look lazy to me.
Yeah, because they are. They are.
Charlie Curnow, and I harp on this, and I'm probably going to get demoralised on comments, but he's a lazy good footballer, don't get me wrong.
He's lazy.
But he's lazy. And lazy makes you look bad sometimes, makes you look like just an average footballer.
So how do you fix that? I know how.
It's called effort, isn't it?
No. It's called...
VFL.
No, it's not going to... Mate, they're getting paid either way. Trade 1 or 2 of these so-called stars out, and then they'll go, ooh.
Yeah, what's going on here?
We're nobodies now. We're just a number like everyone else.
Yep.
So instead of grabbing them, hugging them every week, win or lose, no. It's. I will say, I love the way Essendon are going about it.
I was going to say, just before we go on Essendon, just one thing about Carlton.
Yep.
And the thing is, they're the games they should be winning, but they should have won this more comfortably. It shouldn't have been much of an effort as it was.
Yeah.
No, Essendon's got like 8 or 9 outs or whatever it is, massive injury list.
Mm-hmm.
But Carlton, I honestly can't see. I know they got West Coast and North and probably should win the next 2, you'd think.
Well, should.
So they should be thereabouts sitting around fighting for the 8. But I just don't think they're good enough to beat the sides above them still.
But they won't. This clearly shows that they struggled against a team that it's not about winning well, not score-wise, but winning comfortably. That game was in the balance in the last quarter.
Yeah,
I don't care what anyone says. And I'm going to say something that you'll probably agree with. Nick Martin has become a superstar.
He's a gun.
He's like clean. There's no everyone says, he's a good player, Nick Martin. No, he's a superstar of the AFL.
I'll probably take it one back.
He's not a superstar?
He's a star. He's bordering, he's a star.
All right, fair enough. But
he's a star. No doubt he's a star. He's a superstar.
All right, I'll just leave you with this. He's one of the players you do anything to get to your club. Like you'd trade first round picks for, you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like he should be on 700-800 grand.
So now we're talking about Essendon just quickly.
Yep.
Mate, you're right what you said off camera. They're looking good. Their kids look like they can play.
I just like
Their effort.
their mentality, just they always forge ahead and try and again, Carlton went into their show, and I'm sick of it. It's not
chipping it around.
It doesn't work.
Anyway,
let's move on.
And finally, the final game of round 13, Monday, 3:20, MCG, the Big Free. So obviously the game everyone's been waiting for all week. Melbourne 10-11, 71. Collingwood 11-6, 72. What an absolute epic finish.
What a ripper of a game. Geez, they got away with on Collingwood. I thought
100%. Yeah,
not lucky. Don't get me wrong.
They're never lucky, mate.
They can't lose. They never lose these ones. But
smart, mate.
They could have lost it.
Yeah.
As much as they won it, they could have lost it. And Mac's gone. What do you reckon? He kicked the.
What was he meant to do?
No, I know. But
he's probably thinking, to his defence, he's probably thinking, mate, there's no time. I'm just going to take a punt and try and get over the top.
I agree, but it was a terrible kick. And then Stephen May went up to him and had a go at him.
A bit of they're just saying on the wireless.
What the hell?
Yeah, he apparently had a crack at him, and Max Gon was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
he pushed him.
Pee off.
He pushed him like that. Mate, Stephen May, seriously.
Yeah, take it easy, mate. Relax.
He's Max Gon's your cap. Like I agree.
He's the bloke reason why you won a flag.
100%. No, he wasn't. Christian Petrarca, mate. Don't be silly. Let's not be silly. But
he's one off.
Superstar of the club, probably the best ruckman we've seen in the last 25 years since the year 2000. Players make mistakes. You think he meant to do that?
Nah, I can see his thought process. It would have been, I need to just try and get this ball over the top.
Yeah, I know. Look, the only issue I've got is that he took the mark and he said, I'll kick it there, and then he stopped and went for it, played on sort of and about to get smothered. So
easy said than done.
It is. But he's an experienced player, Max Gon. Probably shouldn't be making those mistakes. But anyway, it is what it is. There was 30, 40 seconds to go. The chances of them kicking a goal,
yeah, well, that's what I was
almost
saying as well.
impossible.
The chances probably weren't going to score anyway.
That's what I mean. What? But anyway, geez, they were good, Melbourne.
They were very good. They were very good, and they squandered some shots for goal that maybe if they got one or two of them, well, obviously if they got one or two of them, they'd probably get over the line. But again, Collingwood, mate, you can't undersell it.
Geez, Nick Dacos was well held, wasn't he?
Yeah, at the start, they were just trying to rough him up. They were just trying to get him off his game, and it worked to a point.
It worked because he had not much influence. Let's be honest.
20 touches or just under.
About that. But his influence was minimal at best.
Yeah, it was. He did a few good things. Kicked the goal or two.
Oh, maybe one. I think he got one. He got a stupid. Now this is. I'm just going to say this right.
In the back, no.
In the back, yeah, but he kicked down the full.
Oh yeah.
Cosy Pickett gave away a free 50-metre penalty.
Yes.
Now
near the middle there.
100% was a 50-metre penalty.
But because he left the ball.
Why are these players continually just being disrespectful? Because that's what it is. Oh, he caught me. Bad luck. Do it at your own peril, you idiots.
I agree.
Anyone who does that is a numbskull. Yeah, I'm telling you, because finally the umpires have cracked down on that rubbish. Don't give him benefit of the doubt. Don't give him... Mate, a 50-metre penalty is every time. You know when they take a mark and they give him a bit of a nudge or whatever? That's 50 metres. You're not in the contest and that's it. I'm sick of, this leniency thing.
Yeah,
it shouldn't happen.
They need to start, again, consistent with it. But, anyway, I thought Petrarca, Oliver, they
were good. Petrarca was good. They were all good. Melbourne were good all around. What I'm trying to say is it was probably an even spread by Melbourne. Fritsch had a good game today, I thought. Yeah. Took his opportunities, most of them. I thought Cosy Pickett was good early. He's electrifying, that guy,
he's
isn't
good, mate. Kicked that beautiful goal. I think it was in the third quarter or last quarter.
Third quarter, yeah.
It might have been last quarter, was it?
Nah, it was third. Oh, might have been last because I was going that way, yeah. What did you think of Josh Dacos getting the cup? Or whatever, kneel down
good
the
on
cup.
him. That's fine. I thought Jeremy Howe was best on ground. Intercept, marks, took heaps of marks. Contested, I can't remember they said how many contested. I think
he had 11
figures.
contested possessions or 12 or something. Nah, he's a star, Jeremy.
I thought he should have won it because Melbourne bombarded.
No, and fair enough.
He kept them at bay.
Can you believe he was a Melbourne player? Not believe it.
You forget it. You forget about that.
They just he left in the days where they played him forward and you can't hack it as a forward. He goes to Collingwood. Get in the back line, buddy. You're a great intercept player. But anyway.
But look, Josh Dacos, when you no slouch, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Barring now, I didn't see any real standout games by anyone. I wouldn't say he was outstanding. I thought it was a good even spread on the ground.
Yeah, I agree. And also, I'm just going to leave you with 11-6 Collingwood. notoriously bad kicking at goal, right? That got them over the line today.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they only had 17 shots of 21. I know that's not always,
Doesn't
but
work.
still 11-6. You miss one of those, they win Melbourne.
Yeah,
Based
I know,
on the
but
scoreline.
again, if the score's different in that last quarter, it might work out different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough. But
Anyway.
how good was just quickly? I'll just finish with this.
Yeah.
How good were the beanies in the crowd?
I know. Did you see
Like
that?
it was a sea of like beanies.
There was
We
one-
wore ours yesterday in
There was
yesterday's
one. There
episode.
was one on that end there, not the broadcasting, the other end.
Yeah, the other end. It was just a
Just a
sea
sea
of
of them,
beanies.
of
So well
crowds.
done to
Yeah.
everyone who bought
Yeah,
the beanies.
fantastic.
You can still buy them. Coles,
course.
Bunnings, whatever.
Wherever you want.
Great cause, and Neil Danner, like just for being there, amazing.
But anyway, worthy game for a worthy cause.
It was.
For a great man, really.
Great game. And I'm just going to end with this. Hawthorn kicked the sweep with 81 points for the round, the highest score by any team. We're hoping this would be it.
I was close.
Close, but no cigar, mate.
Nah,
all right?
nah.
So, AFL teams, all of you, all 18, wake up to yourselves, start playing some attacking football because it's starting to get a bit... Even though this was a great game,
I'll just take
starting to get
one
boring.
thing out of that. The weather this weekend, I'm not making excuses for it, didn't help, but I agree. They've got to start to be more attacking.
I was watching the last probably when there was 5 minutes to go on this game, and you know when Collingwood chipping
it around, yeah.
chipping it around, right?
Yeah.
Imagine they brought in the rule where you can only do like five chip mark kicks, you know?
Oh, yeah, but...
Like that, because that would make like you know rugby league, how you have
Yeah.
5 things, right? On the 5th one, you've got to kick it long. Like
That
it's got to
change-
be over 25
that-
metres.
You have to change your game style.
No, but wouldn't it be good? Wouldn't it be a bit more exciting?
Yeah, that would be. That's a interesting rule to bring up.
Have a think about that, AFL. We're here at Ankle Sore Podcast. If you want to contact us and want any ideas to get some free-flowing football, we've got them all.
The AFL ain't going to contact us or anyone for that matter because they won't want someone else to come up with a good idea that actually would work well.
That makes sense. But
Anyway, let's get on to round 14. Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Marvel Stadium. The mighty Saints, your mighty Saints, against Western Bulldogs.
I'm not looking forward to this one. I thought Thursday night football was for good games, if you know what I mean.
I reckon this will actually be all right.
Really? St Kilda and the
Because
Bulldogs?
I reckon St Kilda will have to open up a bit if they want to beat the Dogs, because the Dogs will go a million miles an hour, you know that, right? So if they try and play that in their shell or try and close it up, Western Bulldogs lost last week, this week, they're not going to be happy. So they're going to go hell for leather. St Kilda won't have to try and keep up.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm trying to say. I don't think they can close up what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
So you reckon Ross is going to change his ways and open it up?
Okay.
No,
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but I'm telling you now, if Western Bulldogs get the jump on them, they've got no choice.
That's true.
So if the Dogs come out and kick the first 3 or 4 in a hurry and get St Kilda on, off guard, St Kilda got no choice to go, oh, boys, we're going to have to open up.
But Ross Lyon is such a stubborn mule, mate.
He is. Well, then it's going to cost him 4 points.
Well, quite possibly, but what happens if they shut it down from the start and the Bulldogs can't get that run going?
Oh, well, then they're a chance to kill 100%.
Yeah,
then you're going to see an ugly 9-12 to
I'd
6-8 or something like that.
No, that can't happen again.
Oh, St Kilda can close it down.
But we can't have this again. This is the worst round I've ever seen, round 13. And we're going to go round 14 starting with this rubbish. 6 goals to 8.
Nah, you'll be surprised. I think this will be a more open game than what you're giving it credit. But I know what you mean. St Kilda's history on closing it down is...
Sam Darcy might be back.
Yeah, I heard that.
That'll help.
I think that'll help.
Goal kicking, because Aaron Norton ain't kicking goals, let me tell you.
I know we've spoken about him in the last episode, but what is going on?
I don't know. Like, do they maybe keep Lob forward and put him back, maybe?
He's a backman by trade.
Yeah, he started as a backman, and then out of necessity they played him forward.
And
he's okay, like contesting and stuff, but mate, you got to kick goals.
Looks like not just that. Looks like his timing. Running,
he's out of sorts.
His runs,
he's one. Remember we used to say he's one of the best marks in the AFL, right?
At one stage, he's not unstoppable.
He's not taking those marks. Doesn't matter if he kicks goals, but he's not taking those grabs to get them.
But they say, mate, confidence is a wonderful thing. He's
It
playing
is,
with no confidence.
Zero
at the moment,
confidence.
Mate.
So maybe
Zero.
put him back and get some confidence. I don't know what the answer is.
Well, what are you thinking anyway? Like result wise?
Oh, I think the Bulldogs should win this if they're serious.
That's my point.
Well, if they're serious, they win. They're starting to slide back. Like, for
I
finals
agree.
contention. They need to... Like, this is season on the line.
Moment, so
well, they lose this, they're just about gone. Yeah, so season on the line for the Bulldogs.
I think the Dogs as well. And just quickly, how can Kilda win? How can they win? Just quickly, give me a couple of words.
I don't think they can shut it down because I don't think the Bulldogs...
That's my point.
I don't think you can shut them down for 4 quarters. I don't think they can win, honestly.
Dogs for me by 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah, I agree. They could open them up. But
I
think they win. Yeah, I think they win.
Friday, 7:40 p.m. UTAS Stadium. Oh, this is a good one. The Hawks, your Hawks against your Crows. So Hawthorn versus Adelaide, 7:40.
Yeah, my Hawks versus my Crows. Interesting game.
Oh, yeah.
Why does it have to be at UTAS at 7:40 on a Friday night? It'll be minus 50 degrees there.
Mate, they'll be playing with Lux. They're kicking the ball. They're kicking Lux.
No, they'll probably use flippers because they'll be.
Yeah, it was soap.
I don't know. Good game. I'm spewing it's at UTAS. I'll be honest. Like if this was at
G, imagine G
even at the G
night.
or even like under the roof, right at Marvel.
Tremendous.
You'd love that. I don't know about this one. Is like the Hawks were good last week.
They were very
Adelaide.
good, mate.
Like they're still without Sicily. Nick Watson should come
He'll
back.
come back.
I don't know. Adelaide just that good that they beat Hawthorn no matter what.
Nah.
You don't reckon?
I think Hawthorn wins this game. Simple reason, your analogy, mate. Friday, 7:40, Friday night,
Oh, so it's-
outside of Adelaide, Tasmania,
Saying
slippery.
down the road for Adelaide.
I get it, but slippery, wet, foreign.
Well, but doesn't that fall into Adelaide's hands? Maybe they played
Why?
a wet game last week against Brisbane, and
They did. I'm not saying wet as in rain. I'm talking about just the
well,
conditions of the ground.
same thing. Rain,
Maybe.
but
They get Watson back. Those conditions might suit him a little bit. Ginnivan. Look, Adelaide can win.
so you reckon the Hawks?
Dare I say it? I reckon the Hawks will just get over the line.
Jeez, smug Hawks, yeah.
I'm being honest. What I think wins. I'm not going to not pick him because I don't think because I don't really. I'm not fond of them.
Yeah. Nah, you got to be honest. So yeah.
I think Hawthorn just, and I mean when I say just, a kick or two.
So you mentioned Ginnivan. He's actually. Don't worry about the show on the footy. He's actually playing all right, isn't he?
Playing good footy, but cut it out. Cut it out. Rubbish.
But okay, all right. I agree. But if that's the thing that gets him going, what do you say as a coach? Do you let him go or
Nah.
So you reel it back?
Yeah, but I reckon. I reckon Sam Mitchell would encourage him. That type of guy. Hey, do it. If that makes you play better, do it.
Well, wouldn't you? If that makes you play better.
It's just disrespecting. I'm old school like this.
I agree.
Disrespecting your opposition.
I agree. But if it makes you play better, what do? You're between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, I know. Surely that doesn't motivate you, does it? To show the ball.
Maybe it motivates him. He's different. He's a different cat, that one. Like
Cat's not the word.
All right. I'm going Adelaide, my Crows.
Okay. No, that's fine.
I love Hawthorn too. But I just reckon their big forward line might worry the Hawks.
Okay.
That's all I'm
So,
saying.
what, margin?
Nah. Look, under 10 points. Either way.
So that's like me, a goal or two.
Oh, close game. I can't wait for this
So
one.
no staggering each way, whoever wins.
Nah, not unless it's a hiding each way. I'll be staggered if it's
I agree.
a belting. But
I
anyway.
agree. Saturday Arvo at the Gabba, 1:20 p.m. Brisbane Lions. I was going to say Brisbane Bears then. VGWS. Interesting game of footy there again.
I've got one sentence for this.
Go, here we go.
Or not even. A whitewash. Is that a sentence?
It's a word. Well,
They ain't losing this game.
I agree.
After the one that they probably should have won in the end. They've kicked eight behinds or 7 behinds in the last
8
quarter.
or 9 behinds or whatever it was.
GWS aren't travelling well anyway, let's be honest.
That's terrible.
120 at the Gabba. Jeez, that's right in
And
their
Toby
wheelhouse.
might not play.
Yeah, he might not play.
Didn't he have that?
Yeah, he got a bit of a corky. Like that was for him to
And he
be
couldn't
subbed
move.
off. Yeah. So I mean, whether he plays or not, it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't change the result, right? He's not exactly setting.
Andrews will just sit
Oh,
up
mate,
Hogan.
Yeah. Look,
I'm starting to agree with you. Sorry,
Sorry, go.
I'm starting to agree with what you say about. Geez, if Hogan doesn't get into the game and kick goals, they're a little bit dry.
Mate, when they're winning games and winning comfortably, and then when everyone says Giants, he's kicking 5, 7, 4, right?
That's true.
When he kicks 0 or 1 or 2, they struggle to win. They beat Richmond and he kicked 1 goal or 2 goals, right?
Yeah, but
Last week he kicked 2 and they lost. So and he's their only outlet. Like you watch when they go forward, right? Yeah, Callum Brown might try and I think they even said on the commentary, Callum Brown, he either kick you 4 or 0.
Yeah.
There's no in between, right? Cadman's not quite there. He keeps missing
although
goals.
he took some good grabs on the weekend.
Yeah,
but you're
but
right.
then he missed some and he missed some goals. And it's like, so where are the goals coming from with GWS if
That's
Hogan
fair.
doesn't stand up, you know?
I mean,
I know I've been harping on it,
but they're missing the driver Finn Callahan, which you haven't mentioned.
100%. But
Callie's not the same, is he?
he's not the same.
Canelio,
he's coming back from
Canelio's
how
doing-
many times I have to tell you about? Get him out of your head. He's finished for the season, mate.
But he still gets his 25
But he's not good.
touches.
He's not good. He's not made for 2025 football. They can do without him.
He's a bit slow.
Well, you see their pace when they get going. You got Daniels and the kid with
Callahan when he's there.
Callahan and the other, what's his name? Number 1, Harvey Thomas. Like
and what's his name
players.
too? Keep forgetting his name.
Who? The kid with the lid.
Yeah, number 2.
Jones,
is it?
Jones, yeah. Darcy Jones? Not Darcy Burn-Jones, Darcy Jones.
Yeah, correct. But anyway, I think I'm with you.
Brisbane?
I think Brisbane.
I think comfortably.
When you say comfortably, 3-4 goals, arm's length all day.
That's not comfortable.
No, they won't
6
smack
plus.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I reckon smack you. I think Brisbane need it, if you know what I mean.
All right.
I think they need to come out and say, we're boss.
Yeah, fair enough.
Around. But anyway.
So, if you're enjoying our channel, please consider hitting the like button. It's a quick and easy way to support us and helps us reach more fans. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Ankle Sore family. Our community is growing and we'd love for you to be a part of it. We personally reply to every comment so you can always connect with us. To ensure you never miss an episode and can join the conversation, remember to hit that notification bell. We look forward to hearing from you in the comments. And also, don't forget about our Instagram. It's absolutely flying right now. We've got amazing videos and some really interesting stats. If you haven't already, go give us a follow. You won't be disappointed.
And you won't be, because there's some
good ones.
bloody good. We're not going to tell you. Go have a look and follow us, because
totally agree.
There's a lot of good stuff to come.
There's some players from the past that some of us even forgot about. Yeah, I know.
Go to Instagram, follow.
True.
No, keep it shut.
On that note, Saturday, 4:15 p.m. MCG, Essendon v Geelong.
Nice game.
Nice.
No, I mean,
tie a bow and.
Well, you can tie as many bows as you want, but like
pretty.
Essendon no chance just because of personnel. That's it,
mate.
That's it.
Like I said, we said they were tremendous.
But geez, again, we just said about the Carlton game. I just hope they have a crack, the kid, and they will. Of
course they will, mate.
It's funny because the young players don't know any other way.
No, they know what they think,
and you got to love that. You know what I mean? Like,
want to hold their spot.
Yeah,
well, they're going to hold this spot because they've got a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
But secondly, they think, you know what? When these players are ready to come back, I want them to see that I'm capable of doing it.
Yeah, I don't want them to come straight back in and throw me out. And it's interesting, like, even with Richmond early in the season when they were doing well, you like watching young players have a crack, you know what I mean? I don't care about names.
I enjoyed watching it.
So actually did I, believe it or not. Like, it was enjoyable because they're not 100 miles an hour, but they were going, they were trying to score, they were trying. That's all you can ask for as a supporter, right?
Look, and unfortunately this week, they're playing a hardened side whose system is very well organised.
Meticulous, mate.
Meticulous, that's the word.
Was that the word you were thinking?
That's the word I was trying to think. Very well organised, which is meticulous. So that, on top of, just better personnel and the injury list, which we've already spoken about, this could be a real big, when I say defeat, it could be a 7-8 goal game.
Okay. Do you reckon they might just take a few out, Geelong, just rest a few? Like Jeremy Cameron, just a couple?
Oh, look, if that happens, if Jeremy Cameron misses and 1 or 2 others and Bailey Smith doesn't come back because they're not his hamstring.
Well, Shannon Neal's hurt his ankle, so if he's out, maybe they
So let's say Cameron Neal and Bailey Smith, just an example, don't play. Well, then, of course it comes back maybe 3 or 4 goal game.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean? But if they play...
They're so organised, Geelong.
That's what I mean.
They're just organised, mate.
But, look, I think you're right. The kids will have a crack. I just think that they won't be able to sustain it. And the Cats on the G are very good, mate.
Yeah.
Geelong, for me, look, it'll be a 6-7 goal game for me.
Okay, fair enough. And it's no disgrace for Essendon.
Not at all. I told you, I like what I see with Essendon.
Yeah.
Not having a crack at them, but it's just reality.
Yeah, no, it's reality. Yeah, it's unfortunate they get Geelong this. It'd be good if they had like a Fremantle here under the...
Mate, if they had a Fremantle...
At Marvel or something, that'd be nice to see. Yeah, I don't like Fremantle. We know that I don't like Fremantle, so that's why I'm saying them. Or St Kilda.
Or a Sydney or something like that. You'd give them a chance.
Didn't they beat Sydney a couple of weeks ago?
They did so.
So what, you want them playing...
But you know what I mean?
Having said that...
They had more personnel then, though.
Having said that, the draw is that unequal. Who knows who's playing who?
Mate, exactly. So, what are you tipping?
Nah, Geelong, same. 5 goals plus.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
It's just going to happen. Like, there's no other way.
I agree. Saturday, 7:35 p.m, Optus Stadium, North Melbourne versus Fremantle. Optus Stadium, North Melbourne home game.
Sold the game. What do you want? $2.5 million. That's all right. I'll take that. No, hang on. This is the time to do it when you're not fighting for finals, right?
Fair enough.
So maybe get it out of the way this year and next year. The year after, where you should be right, not want to say right up there, you should be in the thick of it.
You think?
Well, just we're just projecting forward, right? I don't know if it's going to happen because we don't know anything. But you would think that, okay, sell the games now. Get it out of your system.
Right.
Make the money, and that's it. Do it now.
Probably not a lot to say.
I'll tell you something, right? So North are staying in Perth, right? Obviously, the Gold Coast thing and they stay.
Correct.
That's going to help them being there. So they don't have to travel.
Camaraderie.
Yeah, it's going to help. They'll have a good crack at this one, I reckon.
Yeah, they'll have to have a crack because they've sold the game. On top of that, you got to have a crack.
But I actually think they'll have a good crack, right? Like yesterday's win against West Coast, they should never have been in that position.
No.
But to come from that far behind the last...
Yeah, they were gone.
Doesn't matter who's against.
No, it doesn't matter.
You've still got to do it, and that was a good win in the end.
It was a good win in the end, I agree with that.
I don't think they'll beat Fremantle. But, geez, they'll make it hard for them, I think, honestly.
Okay. So if Comben doesn't play, which he probably won't...
Yeah, that's okay. Fremantle, they're no juggernaut up forward.
No, that's true.
No, let's be honest, mate. If they play Sean Darcy in the ruck, Christian Sherrill will take him to the cleaners. No,
how good's he going?
He's going good, but I'm going to say one thing, and I've told you this: get those hack kicks out of your game.
Yeah,
Tristan.
a little bit. Just
get it out. Get it out to LDU and these blokes around, because that's their job. Your job is to win the ball. Don't just hack kick it. How many times he did it yesterday? He kicked it to West Coast. Mate, it's not a clearance. It doesn't count.
And before we end this one, on that note, North win? No. Freo win. Before people go bananas.
Can you mount a case for North?
No, what I was going to say is for North to stay in this game, the likes of LDU, George Wardlaw, Powell, so I'm talking about the midfielders here.
Yep.
Obviously. Sheaswell, I put in, he was good last. They need to play at their optimum because their midfield at Freo is very good, as we know. So if they play at their optimum, there is a slight chance, but I can't see it.
Okay.
So for me, Freo, North will have a crack, like you said. I don't think they'll get smacked, so 4 goals.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll give North some hope, and I'll tell you, Nick Larkey, if he has a crack this week, they're every chance. They're no superstars, Fremantle, I'm telling you. The only thing I don't like, there's one thing I was thinking about earlier, is that Brayshaw and Sarong, North don't tag normally, right?
Nah.
Which is fine, because you back your own players, right?
That's
They've
correct.
got enough midfielders to back. So they really need to win that centre bounce.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. So,
and Sherry will go a long way to helping that, I reckon.
I agree. Sunday, 3:20, Adelaide Oval. Port Adelaide versus the Melbourne Demons.
Interesting game, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yes, it is. And I did say, I think I said to you when we were having a cafe, as we say here, coffee, I think Port wins this game. And you sort of looked at me and gone...
Port have got this habit of winning one they shouldn't win, and then they go quiet for 4 weeks.
I agree, but they found a bit of momentum against GWS, I reckon. And at home...
GWS led them.
Does Horn Francis come back?
I don't know. Hamstring 3 weeks. Yeah, touch and go.
Touch
I don't
and
know.
go, yeah, I'm not
I don't
sure.
know if it's this week or next, but if he comes back, that helps them. Again, they can't score. They